So some of your friend Irfan already gave me the solution. I mean, the solution was not complete properly, but I'm just waiting for him to join, but he didn't join. So on top of his exercise only, I'm just trying to start this one. Let me just open the problem statement quickly. So these are the problem statements, not problem statements actually, that thing we need to do. Let's open the data set. All the questions, there are 4 questions. Each of the questions are based on this data set, product XLS. Let me open that XLS. Yes. So in the Excel, you can see there are 3 different plant related information. In each of the plant, what are the products are getting generated from the plant? I just mentioned this kind of thing. So from plant 1, those many products are getting generated. Plant 2, those many products are getting generated. And plant 3, those many products are getting generated. Okay. Now check one of the plant sheet. It's having product ID. Which particular plant is there? This plant ID, product name, MRP. Okay. So these particular things are there. So each of the product and what is the MRP there, putting on top of the package of each of the product, those are mentioned over here. Plan 2, plan 3, similar kind of stuffs are there, but different product. From plan 2, it's different product. Generally, there is a convention. You can see which particular product is getting generated from plant ID 1. Their product ID is starting with 1, 101, 102, 103 in this way. For plant and plant 2, the plant ID is 2, and their products are starting with 2, 201, 202 this way. Plant 3, the plant ID is 3, and the products getting generated from these plants having the convention which starting with 3. Okay. Now all those products are getting sold in stores, but each of the stores is having their own discount percentage on top of the MRP. Okay. Over here we have stored ID. They're selling each of the product ID. Those product IDs and these product IDs are same. Okay. Over here it's mentioned as product ID 1. Okay. Discount percentage. They're putting some discounts and how many quantities they have sold. And for this product, how many quantities they have sold for the entire month, entire last month. This is a statistics on top of that. Okay. Discount percentage and the quantities. So these are the things, these are the data sets. Now what I have to do? Let me open the problem statements. We need to create table based on each of the plants data. There are 3 plants. So we need to create 3 different tables for each of the plant. Then we need to insert the data as well. So we have this many records for each of the plant. So insert those records in each of the plants. Okay. So this is my first problem statement. Now merge all the 3 data sets in a single data set. For 3 plant related informations, we are keeping each of the data sets in each table. Second statement is we need to merge all those 3 tables in a single table. Okay. How to do that? Let's check. You can see that each of the plant are having the same column. Product ID, plant ID, product name, MRP. It's same, but the data is different. Okay. So we need to keep everything in a single data set. We can do a union all operation. Union or union all, anything we can do. If we do union operation, all the rows are getting merged into a single table. How to do, we'll be checking this thing. Now the third question is create store table based on the data. This store sheet. So we need to create similar way the store table. Store table should be having those column name and those data. It's very simple. Third point. The fourth point is the tricky one. After doing that one, currently we have two tables. One is store table, another one is the merged one. The merged one which is having all the plants data, and the store table is having stored data. Now we need to calculate each of the plants revenue. Means each of the plants products are getting sold in market. So each of the products total selling cost by the stores, we need to we need to get this answer. Actually, we need the final answer in this way. Suppose plant and the selling cost SP. Okay, so there are three plants: plant 1, plant 2, and plant 3, and their selling cost, total selling cost. For suppose plant 1 has sold, the products has been sold by the markets, and maybe it's 80,000, just like this. It's 1,20,000. This kind of answers we require at the end, so that we can have a comparison between each of the plants selling product. How much amount the things are getting sold. Okay, this should be our final output. I require the output in this manner. So this is a bit tricky how to do that. For doing that, we need to join the stored table with the merge table. The merge table we have created in this step. We need to join this so that all the columns I should be having in a single table. Then we need to start with the aggregation function based on plants. I'll be showing this thing quickly. Okay, let's start the part. Irfan has joined. Yeah, hi Irfan. Irfan, are you there?
Hello. Yeah, I'm here. Hello.
Okay, so I picked up your queries and all. On top of this, I checked it. It is fine, but the end part you didn't complete. Okay, till this part it's fine. There is no issue. Okay, I'll be just going through. But the last point that you need to, I asked for, my requirement was just like this. Each of the plants information and their selling price. Okay, I don't need all the things. Uh, okay, let me just go through this one by one. So, but Irfan, you have done a good job over here. You completed all those stuffs and these things. So I'm just taking this thing as reference over here. Okay. First thing, I need to create each of the plant table. And in each of the plant table, what should be the column name? Product ID, plant ID, product name, and MRP. Those three things can be integer, and product name should be varchar data type. Okay. So I'm writing the DDL statement. It's a create statement. For plant 1 storage, I'm using plant 1 underscore data. This is the table name. Okay. So I'm taking the same reference, Irfan, you have done. So it's very good job. So I'm just trying to execute plant 1 data. It will be creating, if I just execute this this particular statement in the database, it will create plant 1 underscore data table. Okay. I executed, it's completed successfully. If we just refresh it, you can see plant 1 underscore data is there. Okay. Now you can also just have a selection, select start from plant 1 data. You can see, yes, the columns are getting generated properly, but I haven't inserted any rows till now. So I'll be inserting rows into it. What are the rows? The rows we can take it from Excel. Okay. And I found if one has properly put the data over here from the Excel. So Irfan has gone through one of the thing, that is the bulk insertion. During our classes, we have gone through in only one record insertion at a time. Just like insert into table values, then a single row. But over here, we can go ahead with bulk insertion, putting multiple rows at a single execution statement. This is one row, comma, another row, comma, another row, comma. The last row should not be having any commas. Okay. And this kind of statement we can quickly generate from the Excel itself. So we can just merge it and copy one for everything. Okay. Then we can just quickly have a concat statement. Excel concat function. It will be helping to create this kind of code quickly. How to do that? Just put bracket, then this one, then put a comma, then the next one, then comma, then the varchar things are coming. It should be wrapped by quote. So quotation, then product name, then quotation close, comma, MRP, closing bracket, and this is the last comma. Okay. So I put a formula. I can just drag it. Okay. So this is the simplest way to create this kind of statement. Okay. Just I need to eliminate the last comma. So copy this thing and paste it after values. So insert into table values, put all those rows one by one. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows. If I'm just going to execute this particular statement, the table plant1 underscore data should have these 5 rows. Okay. Let me insert it. Yes, it's successfully executed. Let me run the select statement. Yes, we are running the same select query again, and we can see plant1 data is having these rows. It's similar kind of things what we have checked over here. So this data set has been created as a table format in our database. Okay. So, okay. The resource has dropped, I think. Okay, fine. So similar thing I'll be doing for plan 2. It should be the same as plan 1. There should not be any data type change or anything, any column name change. Just we need to execute the same statement, changing the table name. Plan 2. Then I'm going to insert the records into plan 2. It's fine. Plan 3. I'm going to insert plan 3's record. It's fine. So if possible, you can quickly check the select query whether the data is really inserted or not. Yes, the data is fine in plan 3. Let me execute plan 2's data. Yes, it's fine. So all our plants information was successfully inserted. So our first question is completed. Okay. So first question is just for creating a plant table. Now the second question, merging. There are 3 datasets now as 3 databases: plant 1, plant 2, and plant 3. We need to merge all the 3 databases in a single data. All the 3 datasets in a single dataset. So Irfan has put the name as combined data. That is fine, no issue. This should be our final table. What we are doing, just concentrate on this thing. We are just doing select star from plant 1 data, union all, select star from plant 2 data, union all, select star from plant 3 data. Okay. So we are just doing nothing, just we are doing a union all so that all the rows should be vertically merged in a single data set. Now on top of the select statement, I'm creating a table so that this data set, if we run this data set, can see all the things are merged in a single data set. Now, if we just add create statement, those data set will be inserted in combined data table. Just give me a Okay, I'm back. So I'm just going to execute this select query with the create statement. Here it's an issue. What is the issue? Combined data already exists. Okay, yesterday I ran it, but I didn't drop this table. The table is already existing. That is why I need to drop the table. Or one new thing we can do. Combined data is already existed, but having no record. I can do this kind of statement. Insert into combined data, remove as. Now it should be the same thing. It's a new thing for Irfan, or it's a new thing for everyone. I haven't told this thing earlier. So I already have the table, but the table is having blank data. We can run this kind of insertion statement. Insert into table. Now put the select statement. There no need to put as keyword. As is applicable only for create statement. Okay. It successfully executed this one. You can check the combined data table now quickly. Okay. So the data is there. Okay. All the data means all the plant related informations are present in a single table called combined data. Okay. So till now it's fine. Any doubt so far from anyone? Today the students are very less. Do you know? Is there any holiday or anything? Okay. So we created the merged dataset combined data. Now, it's completed. Our second step is completed. This one is completed. The third one is very simple. It's similar kind of plant creation. We need to create the store table with the store sheet. Okay. So let's go ahead with that one. So store data in store sheet, you can see how many records are there. How many columns are there? Store ID is there, product ID is there, discount is there, quantity sold is there. So we can implement in the similar manner. Okay, Irfan, you have taken, you have took integer, it's fine. But for any kind of sales or percentage kind of thing, better you can also take float. Okay, floating point. So it's fine. We can take integer because all the data set is integer in nature. We can see over here. So I'm just taking the same thing as Irfan completed. So I'm going to create stored data having all those column. Let's successfully executed. Let me execute insert into store table all the data set from store sheet. Successfully executed. Now select the store data. Yeah, all the store related informations are there. Okay. Now the final and the crucial one. It's very, very important. But we this kind of things we have already completed in our classes. But we need to chalk it out. What kind of operation we need to do to solve this thing? We already have done this kind of operation with different examples. But over here, what to do? First of all, merge all the plant data and stored data such a way to visualize each plant's total sale value. Okay, but just think of it. The sale value, sale related informations are there in store sheet. Means that should be there in store data. All the sold value. Okay, but the plant related informations are present in the Mars combined data table. Okay, now there are two tables only. Let me just delete this one. It's not required. We have combined data table, which is having all plant related information. We have stored table, which will be having all stored related information as well as the quantity sold, discounts and all. So to have a link between plants and stored, we need to join these two data set based on product ID because product ID is a common column between combined data and stored data. Okay, so that is why as of now this create statement is not required, Irfan. So as of now, just we need to join it. Okay, so we are joining combined data table and stored data table based on product ID. The product ID in combined data it's product ID, and in stored data it's called product ID, and I mean one as per the Excel sheet. Okay, product ID one, and I'm pulling all those records from each of the data set and doing some calculation. So P dot star means all the record from P table, and what are from S table? S means this is P table combined data, all the plant related information should be there, and from S table all the store related information should be there. Okay, so plant, store, discount percentage, quantity sold, that is fine. Now Irfan has created this calculative column, means each of the products total selling value, means I'm putting the discount on top of discount percentage is there, on top of MRP he is doing that, and quantity sold, this is each product's final value after discount, then how many quantities has been sold, that means this one I'm just multiplying, that is fine, it's good. So let me run this one, only the select query. Yeah, all the data is there, but I do not require all the data as of now. So I can just take, as I mentioned in the question, I need the plant information. That means P dot plant is fine. Okay, if and you can just check this thing, P dot plant, and I do not require all those things over here. So I'm slicing the data set. I'm just putting the calculation only. Okay, this thing I require. The final thing. Okay, there is an error. What is the error? Unknown column P dot plant. Let me check. Okay, maybe plant is not there in the plant ID was there. So let me just put plant ID. Let me rerun this thing. Okay, so each of the plant ID and total sale value from the stores, I have that relationship. Just what I need to do, it's also grouped. You can see I just need to group for each of the plant ID. I need to take the total summation of total sale value. So on top of this query, I'm just doing another query to group the entire thing. Okay. So I'm just doing select plant ID. I'll be doing the aggregation function over here. I'll be doing this total summation of this plant ID, comma, sum of this from this data set. It will be taking data from this data set. Yes, it's fine. Now I need to do the group by. Group by on top of plant ID. Okay. What I'm doing, this output I am already having with me. So I'm wrapping this thing with this query. Select plant ID, summation of this, and grouping the entire data set by plant ID. Okay, let me do a alias over here. P. Run it. Yes, I have this information. Each of the plant and their product selling value in the market. This is my final output. By checking this, I can have a good analysis power. I mean, what I can do means the first plant is having less than that of the second. So we need to analyze how the second is having this much growth. Okay, so we can have a good analysis on top of that. So then we need to check internally what is happening there and all. But we do not have to create another. I didn't tell anything to create a new table at the last point. I just need this output. So it's fine till select query. Okay. So this is our final output. And this is my coding part for the fourth step. Okay. It's clear for everyone or it's not clear. Anyone is having any doubt? Because this is very, very important thing. Okay, I hope it's clear for everyone. But if it's not, please tell me. Okay, as there is no response, I'm assuming it's clear. Fine. Okay. What are the other things? Okay, I'll be just mentioning one more exercise over here. I did not give this thing in the classes. Okay, let me show you. This is one of the important thing. So we have the employee table, the previous employee table, you already checked it. I'm just going to select star on top of this. It's a different question, okay? It's not the same question. Select star from employee. Okay, so can anyone help me? How, if the question is just like this, who is the second experienced person over here? Means if we just order the entire data set based on experience, who should be the second most experienced person in this data set? Can anyone please help me with that? How to do that? Anyone? How to go ahead with this output? How should I get who is the second most experienced person over here in this employee table? Suman, Tarun. I haven't heard anything from you. Can you please try it? Anyone? Suman? Anyone please try it. There'll be no issue. I'm here to helping you over here. I mean, please try. Okay, no one is going to give the answer. Let me just go ahead. Okay, so we know the ranking function. So I'm just going to implement the same thing over here. So let's have a ranking function on top of experience. Then put a filter. Okay, let me show you. Select star from employee. It was fine. Okay. With the star, I'm utilizing the ranking as well a new function. I mean, rank function we already checked in our class. So I'm just going to introduce the same thing. Suppose rank employee. This should be our column name. How to do the rank? So rank. Okay, let's go ahead with the dense rank. Over. Okay. So we have a ranking of employee. We're having second most over here in this one. Okay. I just need this row. But now just why I have given this exercise over here. I just need this one. So I can simply put a where clause over here to get it. But I cannot put the where clause in the same statement because this is the ranking function. I mean, this ranking function, this rank column has got generated. I mean, it's getting generated in the same execution line. The thing I want to say, the where clause I cannot put in the same execution line where on top of this rank employee column. If in a same execution statement, a particular column, a calculated column is getting generated, in the same execution statement, I cannot execute where. The In the where clause, it will not able to find this rank employee. Let me show you where rank employee equal to. If I just put this kind of thing, it will throw error. Because why this is throwing error? Because rank employee is the calculative field. We are calculating rank in the employee table in this execution statement. So I cannot put a where clause over here on top of this calculative column. So what we have to do? We need to declare this thing in a subquery. So I'm just wrapping this thing again, putting an alias. I'm wrapping this thing. On top of this query, I'm putting this thing. Select star from employee again or star from this data set where rank employee equal to. Now rank will work. Now this where clause is with this statement. It's not with this statement. This query has been wrapped. I'm taking data from this table. Now rank employee is already generated in the previous execution statement where is in the outer layer where is with this statement. Now it should be working fine. So I just want to mean this concept. Okay, so this is my goal. I was asking this answer. Who is the second experienced person in this employee table? So use where, I mean, when you are using where clause, just be cautious on top of which column you are going to filter it. If the column is getting generated in the same execution statement, the where clause will not work in the same executable statement. So wrap this query just like a subquery, and on top of this query, call the same query again and use where clause on top of this. So just clear your concept on top of that. Okay. Okay. Those are the thing important concept. I hope it's clear for you, but you should have to be more interactive. When I'm asking question, you are not responding. At least, I mean, Irfan also tried something over here. It's fine, Irfan. But the other students, you are not sending me the answers, responses as well as, I mean, when I'm asking anything, you are not interacting. But I will no need to worry about it. If whatever you have learned, just say it. Okay. Otherwise, I'm teaching over here. Maybe you know these things, or maybe you are not. I mean, whatever I'm just going to deliver, it's not clear for you, just like this. But if there is any stuck point, any doubt, please tell me in the class. There'll be no issue. Okay. Okay. So I'm not going to learn any new things today. Monday onwards, we'll be learning Python stuffs. I told how to install Pythons and all in last day. So go ahead and install that thing. In the next working day, maybe on Monday, we'll be learning those things on top of Python. Maybe Monday, Tuesday, it should be very basics on top of Python. Uh, Wednesday onward, we'll be using Python as a database engineering tool. Okay, we'll be trying to connect database with Python and all. We'll be trying to, flow our data from source to target, just like a ETL tool by Python from Wednesday onwards, one by one. Okay, so that's all for today's class. Happy weekend to all of you. Let's connect on Monday.
Sure, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.